If it's all about finishing top four,
This season is back on track.
if that's a must for those dreaming of flags, then this is massive. The defending champions, a genuine challenger. With finals in their sights, knowing how important this is.
Gave it a nice thumping, it's there.
September has come early today, and this promises plenty.
If they can win today, it's going to play such an important part in trying to get that top four spot. There's the top four. We can see it a little closer. Melbourne one game clear, but look at that bunch, including the Swans, that are really challenging for that top number 3 spot.
Yeah, and heading into the finals, these teams are both going to play in the finals, so you'd love to get an advantage over a side. Whoever wins today will probably take that form into the finals, so a huge game today.
Well, let's go upstairs to a couple of blokes that have been there and done that come finals time. Michael Christian and Stephen Silvani.
Thanks very much, Hutto. Good afternoon, everyone. And Steve, looking forward to a cracker. Melbourne haven't lost a game this year at the MCG. Looking forward to it. Let's look at the teams, and we start with the Melbourne forward line. Big job for David Dees this afternoon.
It is another big job for him today, particularly with Robinson and Davey out of the side. But it looks like Melbourne have gone tall up in their forward line with Jamar and Neitz on that full forward line. Another big job for Holland also. There's some talk he may line up at centre-half back on Barry Hall, but we've picked him there at centre-half forward. He has a big outcome in that forward line for Melbourne.
And the midfield battle, gee, I'm looking forward to that one. Bruce versus Adam Goods.
Well, they've both had magnificent seasons, both very good defensively and in attack, and that should be a great matchup. But the midfield full of talent, both very good in the tackling area of both sides. We've known that particularly with Sydney over the last couple of years, but an area that Melbourne has got very good at this year.
Well, let's take a look at this talented Sydney forward line. Heath Grundy, but Michael O'Loughlin, who will play on him?
Well, I think Nathan Carroll will go on to Michael O'Loughlin. Carroll's had a fantastic year, probably only been beaten once this year, and he'll get the job on O'Loughlin. Miller on Barry Hall, he comes back into the side, has had some problems with injury and also form this year, but he'll get the nod to play on Barry Hall.
And the interchange benches this afternoon: Doyle, Bevan, Buchanan and Fosdyke for the Swans, and for Melbourne, Dunn, Motlop, Bartram and Jones, who played a wonderful game last week against the Blues. Well, Steve, we talk about home ground advantage, but neither team has won at home in their last 6 meetings.
Yeah, very unusual, isn't it, Michael? But I can tell you something, today's game should be an absolute cracker, and they have had some wonderful matches over the last year or so.
No doubt about that. Third versus fourth, back to you, Hutto. Third versus fourth at the MCG. We're in for a cracker. Perfect conditions. Jolly gets it down. Chance wide of the plate here. Bolton. Jude Bolton just pokes it forward to half forward. O'Loughlin comes to it, misses. Bruce, some doubt about whether he'd play. He's out there. Rivers. Now Chris Johnson around the body to Ward, who needs to be strong in the contest. Finds the ball at ground level. Bruce, involved early, was pushed in the back. Will get the free kick on the southern wing.
Can you take the kick, Brucey? If you can't take it, you got to get off, mate. Cam, can you take it? You have to take him off then. Start taking him off. He's got a lot of compassion, Matthew James.
He has. Gee, it was a bone-crunching tackle from Adam Goods.
Just be careful.
And there's the warning as Bruce kicks it towards half forward. Kirk does well. Richards, time just to assess his options. Chips it in the end pretty poorly. And Cameron Bruce has been very busy in the opening couple of minutes. Carroll back to Bruce. Drives it towards half forward. Bate in good position. Wonderful performance last week, Matthew Bate. Career high 28 disposals. Left foot kick, long to the goal square. Jamer at the back, couldn't take the mark, got underneath it. Oh, Barry missed it, Neitz goals. First blood to the Demons. David Neitz appealing for the push. But it's a boundary throw in, half forward for Melbourne. White working his way in front. Punches it inside, attacking 50. Hold on, Schneider first to get back, but he gives it up to Godfrey. Can he get the ball clear? Bate. He fell over. Neitz needs to keep his feet here. He does. Shovels the handball out. What a chance from 20. Snap goal. 2 to Melbourne. Jolly tried to just guide it down towards O'Loughlin. Ends back with O'Loughlin. Well done. Ablett kicks it towards the pocket, and there's interference. So from just 20 metres, he kicks and goals. Sydney have their first. Short kick is marked by Ward. Sydney yet to take a mark in the match, quite incredibly. Kick towards the wing. Oh, going back with amazing courage there was Ablett. Gee, that was a good mark.
It was a great mark, wasn't it?
He's in good form.
So from the southern wing, Luke Ablett.
Got the job on Bruce also, Ablett.
Now McVeigh. McVeigh's got a loose player in the centre of the ground. And now the Swans away through Bolton. Craig Bolton, long to the top of the goal square. Hall in good position. He pops it through. And the Swans in front.
He suffered that injury early in the season and has found it hard to get back into the team. And this man can run. We've talked about him already, Bate. Covering the territory. Beautiful disposal for Brad Miller. Great service at half forward. Neitz waits in the square. Barry watching him. But he might need to watch the ball soon because it's right on the chest of David Neitz. And 2 goals to reclaim the lead. 1 men back in charge in the ruck. Kirk. The full forward Goods. It was all set up for him, wasn't it? Now he just needs to convert. Done all the hard work. The rest is easy for Adam Goods. According to the umpire. You can see what happened as a result of that. He might get a chance to make amends. Malcheski didn't now. He was brought down to the tackle. And you can see the free kick paid. And suddenly the Demons through Carroll. Get it to half forward and to Bruce. Bruce and Canelli's a good one at the moment. Chris Johnson calling for it at centre half forward. And that was terrific vision. So Jamar, Neitz has got clear. Just didn't seem. Instead, he goes for Godfrey. He's a left footer. Not always a great kick, but this time it looks like he just might be.
By Goldsby awarding the relay free kick to Luke Ablett, just backward of the centre of the ground.
Always very clear in his instructions, Darren Goldsby. You don't tend to argue with Darren. Gets him out pretty quickly.
Sydney forwards have got a huddle happening at centre half forward. They're breaking from there at the minute.
Ablett, long kick, O'Keefe on the end of it. 65 from goal. Good running from Snyder over the top. Consteady from 40. Kicks to the top of the goal square. O'Loughlin. So O'Loughlin comes in and puts Sydney back in front.
Ablett back on Bruce now. Bruce certainly got away in the opening quarter. He was not just on the ball though. He pushed forward. 11 possessions for Cameron Bruce as we get into the second term. White straight down. That looks like it's in the back. Kirk on McLean. Now Miller pushing across centre half forward, trying to provide a lead. White's also gone. Longer as the target. Neitz looks set here. Barry! Oh, what a leap! Not quite the star grab that he took in the grand final in the same spot. And holding the ball cold. And Nathan Brown, a chance to kick a goal here. He taking one of those, trying to be one of the dangerous small forwards for the Demons in the absence of Aaron Davey.
Yes, well, that's the leap, and just unfortunate for Leo who didn't take it, but terrific tackle there.
So Nathan Brown for the Demons. Kicks his 3rd for the year. And it's great to watch at the moment. A real good contest from the MCG.
Swans ball! Swans ball! Yep. Jude Bolton for the hold of the arm.
I was a fair way away, but he spotted it nicely, and so Jude Bolton to take it.
Play on!
Goods working hard for him. Pushing up the numbers from behind. He's got away from Godfrey. Grundy missed the last one. Does better this time. Of AFL footy. See if he can kick his 2nd of the day. It'll be close. It's better than close. He did that job when they met earlier in the year in round 4. Motlop. Bolton. Tight work, but again, not able to break clear. And it's Brown, who's now looks like he might be involved in a couple of goals in the quarter. Schneider cast in the role of the defender there. Here he comes for his first goal of the afternoon. You can put that one down. Another lead change, the 8th. Jude Bolton, a quiet day, just 5 touches. He has a rest at the moment. McLean, a fumble again. Bolton, who's gone to play on Bate just for the moment, which is a great respect for Matthew Bate. Fosdyke.
Got his arm around his shoulder.
And it's fair to say the members don't like that too much. Just down in front of us.
Yeah, well, I don't mind the umpire rewarding the guy going for the footy.
Goods again pushing Godfrey, getting it as long as he can. O'Loughlin just hesitated. Hall stayed at the back and said thank you very much.
Just the work rate of the Sydney forwards, watching Barry Hall there before their second and third leads, and Ryan O'Keefe, a hard worker as well. They've got talent, the Sydney players, but they work really hard and they block well for each other. It's
one-on-one everywhere at the moment, so no extra men back at either end. It's producing a great scrap between these two sides. Godfrey's kick read well by Richards, but he couldn't handle it. Gee, Kennelly and Snyder did though, didn't they? Tough in the clinches today. Jamar used that body nicely. Huze and Rivers. Godfrey, watch out, muzzled that time by McVeigh.
Goods is loose.
Out.
He is too at centre-half forward, and he's seen him. So Goods should be able to mark here. Only young Nathan Jones to compete against. He can pass it. He could have gone to Buchanan, but Goods can do pretty much everything.
Massive challenge for Simon Godfrey, who turned it over, and Goods running hard to position. Was able to get on the end of the free kick. Chance for Doyle. Goods again. Great tackle from Godfrey, dragged him down. No free kick, will get a bounce. Caught in the centre for the Swans.
Just reckon it's almost time to make a move. Simon Godfrey is an honest player. Well, free kick's been paid here to Goods.
Goods kicks it long. Barry Hall over the back. Chance for Fosdyke deep in the pocket. Brings it back. Snap. He goals. Great goal. And the Swans have kicked 3 in a row. The first time this afternoon that's happened after 9 lead changes. But all of a sudden they're out by 14 points. Swans by 15. They've established a nice little break. Not much on ahead, so he goes back to Barry. Just looking to maintain possession in the last couple of minutes to consolidate their lead. The Swans. Barry, no one comes to him, so has a couple of bounces, in fact 3. Draws a player. Oh, put O'Keefe under the pump. Now Kennelly under pressure. Roberts-Thompson needs to be clean. Wasn't. And now it's a turnover. Done. Great tackle coming from Fosdyke. Rivers, good handball. Jones from just inside 50. Hoists it high and kicks a goal for Melbourne. So the third corner. White to do battle with Jolly. Former teammates at the outset. White gets it down. He finds it at ground level. Was it out wide? Ward. Well done by Goods. Outstanding in the first half. Kirk. Now Ablett runs to 50. Long to the goal scorer. Has it got the carry? It has. Opening goal of the second half to the Swans.
Jeff White just 8. So that really has been a terrific performance from Jolly. And he's in amongst it again. Ward, though. Oh, Kirk. Had the chance. Oh, now he's going to get a better chance. Brett Kirk, not the most accurate kick in front of goal, but that is pretty darn good, and the Swans are away in this third quarter. Second best tally in the comp. Doesn't add to it there. O'Loughlin almost. He's still a chance. Mickey O'Loughlin goes to work beautifully. Doesn't quite get the handball off he would have liked. Bolton is retreating. O'Keefe to change that mix, and now Holland to try and relieve for the Demons. And there is a bit of relief about it because one more goal there and Melbourne would have a massive task ahead of them.
Carroll from defence. Left foot kick. Finds its target. And Brad Miller was good early, but hasn't seen a lot of it since. Just coming in for his 4th disposal. Spent some time on the bench.
One of the forward players for Melbourne that does need to lift a little. He and also Adam Huze.
Kick towards half forward. Or Bolton will be. I don't think it's Bolton's free kick. I think it's Goods.
Oh, Chris, David Neitz has crunched Adam Goods here with his knee, and I think he's being reported by Darren Goldsmith. He's getting to his feet now. Darren,
well, just have a listen to what umpire Goldsmith says here.
You just need him straight in the back. Thanks, Simon. Just there, mate.
So, a free kick to Adam Goods. against Needs. Not quite sure whether he was reported or not. Did you have an understanding about that, Andy? Was he reported?
He certainly looked at the number. He didn't put anything in the book, but I think he will at three-quarter time.
Okay, so the ball on the wing. Ferguson's wrapped up by Malcheski and
50. And 50.
Let's try and listen for the explanation here from umpire Goldsmith. 50 metres, I think, against Barry Hall. Andy, you're right there. Let's listen to this explanation.
Bassett was a free and then you just drove his head into the ground, okay? Okay.
A lot of shit.
No, it's no shit, mate. It's fair income.
There you go. That was the explanation from umpire Goldsmith.
Are you glad you got that explanation,
I'm glad
Michael?
I got it. But Ferguson with a chance. Let's just press on here as Ferguson will kick from pretty much right on 50. It's curling. Is it coming back far enough? No, it's through for a behind.
I want to know if you agree with it, Michael.
I think we know what Barry thinks about it for sure, but this is actually a massive 10 minutes in Melbourne season, because if they are able to manufacture and win this game, this could be the difference between top four and not making top four. So it's a huge part of the game. Just wrestle back a bit of momentum. If they can kick a couple of goals, finish top four, this gives them a chance to go on and have a real crack at a grand final.
Yeah, the odds are against them, aren't they? But the upside would be absolutely massive. Bolton, meantime, though, with the Swans leading by 20 and playing some good footy. Richards has got O'Loughlin across half forward, not well directed. Or Carroll had the time to take the mark. He didn't know. And O'Loughlin was there. And Mickey O's done the job. And the Swans lead by 26. Haven't taken a mark inside 50 in this quarter, the Demons. And this sort of footy you talked about, the stop-start, the Swans just thrive on it. They absolutely thrive, but this time it's McLean who's dug deep. Will Motlop go? No, he waits because the skipper arrived just in time and he only just got there. This is more important, Neats to convert, and he's done the job. 11-6 the Sydney Swans, Melbourne 8-2. Another goal here for the Demons, and they just might think they're an outside chance. Jamar and Jolly. This is Nathan Brown. Oh, that was in the back.
And he's back.
McDonald to take it.
Melbourne fans happy about that against Jude Bolton. So away they go. Godfrey deep inside attacking 50. Neats setting himself and marking strongly. Standing off Neats to get up and affect the spoil. So Neats from 25 goals. He's kicked 4 and Melbourne get back to within 16.
Just had 8 possessions, Jeff White, and 10 hit-outs, so pretty quiet day. I think Darren Jolly hasn't had a lot of the ball himself, but probably taking the points around the clearances. So a lift from Jeff White would be an enormous boost from this quarter.
Jolly gets it down, taken by Miller. Cameron Bruce dominant in the first quarter, been quiet since then. Back to Miller. Uze under pressure, kicking around the body and does it not up to his usual standard, in fact poorly. So a free kick to the Swans. Adam Goods coming in for disposal number 22. Just seeking clarification. The mark, chips it, it's effective. Mark taken by Schneider. Melbourne need the first goal. Margin 16 points. Schneider kicks it short, and up on the lead is Heath Grundy.
Thank you.
Too far out to score. 65 from goal. There's Hall.
Play on.
Chips it short to Dempster. Called to play on. Numbers though with the Swans. Grundy looking for an option. Kennelly, well done, little fake, then a handball to Schneider, who brings it back intelligently onto the chest of McVeigh, and there's a little nod of acknowledgement there from Jared McVeigh, and he will kick from 35 metres. He looked for a moment as he was going to goal, then he just pulled the kick, and the little nod of the head from Jared McVeigh, and should convert here, make it pretty tough for the Demons.
Most unselfish team in the competition, the Swans. Always look after their teammates.
Hasn't kicked the goal so far this afternoon. Deliberate approach and a wonderful kick. So the opening goal of the quarter to the Sydney Swans.
7 for the year. Can he get a double? Hall there waiting in the square.
Let's go.
He'll probably centre it because they are the most unselfish team in the comp. There you go. There's Doyle's down there again. Set himself beautifully. Oh, not paid. He's still having a crack. McVeigh. The fend-off. Kirk. Bevan. Good aggressive stuff by the Melbourne defence.
Well, they haven't disappointed these sides. They were the #1 tackling teams coming in. Melbourne's had 69 and Sydney's had 55, so right up their averages. James McDonald, leading tackler in the competition, has had 12 again today.
McVeigh, it fell in his lap, and he knew exactly what to do with it. Neats. Schneider just gave a little window there for Bate. And see the adjudication here. I reckon he's in a bit of trouble. Bate to kick a late one for Melbourne, and he's done the job okay.
And Paul Roos. Another victory at the MCG. Jolly been very good this afternoon. Bolton's kick ricocheted off the back of Grundy to Buchanan, who puts it onto the chest of Hall. And Barry Hall will kick from about 45 metres.
Just come out for his 14th disposal. Barry spoke about the duel with him and Ben Holland. Probably just got the points, I think, Barry. This will be his third goal if he can kick it. But his speed off the mark, it just caused a lot of defenders a lot of trouble.
So Hall kicked 2 goals 3. That's a better kick. He's kicked 3 goals 3. The margin back out to 33.
Melbourne certainly expended a lot of effort in that first quarter when they really came out, kicked the first couple of goals, sent a message to the Swans that it was going to be on today, and it was. But the Swans with the edge, for so many Melbourne players out, they got on top and have been pretty ruthless today, the Sydney Swans. Apart from in front of goal, they set shots for goal haven't been all that great. Here's a chance for Motlop. Green, good flowing footy, Neats. Now Motlop is a big kick, but he doesn't go for the long one, instead going short, turning it over. Dempster takes it, and he's got some options this side of the ground, but he sees them now. Jude Bolton's still on his own, but decides not to head that way. In fact, no one coming at him. And it's all over. It has been for a while. The siren, the formalities. Sydney winning 14-11-95 to Melbourne 10-3-63, and the Sydney Swans Premiership defence is very much on track as they move strongly into the top 3.